Let me say something real quick about this. I love making the What a Review series. It's my way of putting into some sort of physical form the fact that I beat this game. I went through all of the hardships so that I could experience it fully. And because of that, there's a bit of explanation that needs to occur. This season will be season 4, and it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to go out of my way to make memes for each of the episodes. I'm not going to go out of my way to make sure that this becomes some sort of coherent and well thought out thing. I'm not going to go out of my way to make sure that this is the same as the previous seasons. In the previous seasons, I usually make a meme. I use some sort of meme after I've re-downloaded the uploaded version of the episode to make it really crusty. So as the episodes progress and the season gets closer and closer to the end, the opening gets crustier and longer. It's mostly just to punish my viewers with memes. And I hope you enjoy that, because I enjoy punishing you. You know what they say, something, something, I'm daddy. Anyways, let it be known that this season will be different. I'm going to be talking mostly about DLC. I'm also going to be talking about a lot of games that are no longer available, actually. This will be a little bit of a longer season, but as I've taken into account some criticisms, I've decided to actually make sure that the opening is separate from the rest of the video, and it's a clear definition of what it is and what is going on. Other than that, I hope you enjoy this episode. Stay tuned for more. Have a great one. Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex, First Assault Online. This point forward shortened to GITSSACSFAO. This is a dead game that I already have a video on. But it's been years since I looked back to this game. I want to do a What a Review on it. In that, I want to tear this game apart. It had and has a very dedicated fan base. Still trying, and last time I checked, currently succeeding at making a dedicated fan server. If you look hard enough, you can actually find it and get back to it, enjoying some of the features of the game. And for the most part, enjoy what once was this game. But what was this game? Remember Overwatch? Remember how you had great feel for movement and how the sounds were great? Well, fuck that shit. This game was clunky, but you felt powerful while playing it, like a brick through a bank window. Remember how you had so much character personality and fought to make sure your team was balanced because every fucking asshole wanted to play Genji? The worst character in the game? Well, this game incentivized the team build-up. Your ultimates could be stored and shared to multiple players, one person playing Makoto. That means everyone can become invisible, etc., etc. Could you jump over walls? Did you have boosts? Not really. Was the game run on high-end servers that allowed you to experience a great connection with reliable gameplay? Oh, hell no. This thing was kept on the back servers of, like, Nexon's, supply closet. Nexon, who would later make Lawbreakers, a game that fixed everything wrong with GITSSACSFAO, but had unrecognizable characters, and Nexon's We Make Blizzard Look Like Gods of Updates programming team. Lawbreakers was dead almost on start, but as Nexon is infamous for starting and abandoning projects, I would like to compare GITSSACSFAO to a bit of Combat Arms in its style of movement and shooting, and Lawbreakers in its style of art hero shooteriness. It's funny though, of that era, so many projects were abandoned by Nexon. I started playing MapleStory back in 2010, and if proof that capitalism and the gaming industry in general is cannibalistic, most of Nexon America's games have been closed. So with that, let's get to Chapter 3, this last part, and I'll get to the final bits. If you want more jokes and a further review, check out my original review for GITSSACSFAO. So I'll only be talking about official servers, as most of these games do have private servers that are active or are active officially in another country. So Arcade is now serviced by Tryon Worlds. Audition Online is now hosted by Red Bandana Corporation. Atlantica Online is now serviced under Valafy Games. Asgard was never serviced in America. Chaos Online was never serviced in America. Closers is being serviced now by Natick Games. Counter-Strike Online is serviced still. Counter-Strike Online 2 was never serviced in America. Crazy Arcade BnB is closed in America. Crazyracing Kartrider is closed in America. Dirty Bomb is now serviced by War Chest Games. Cyphers was never serviced in America. Combat Arms is now serviced by Valafy. Combat Arms Reloaded is now also serviced by Valafy. Dragon Nest is now hosted by Identity Games. Dragon Fighter Online is now hosted by Nipple Games. Elancia was never serviced in America. Elseworld is now serviced by KOG Games. EVE Online is now hosted on their own website. Epic of the Three Kingdoms was never serviced in America. Everplanet was never serviced in America. FIFA Online 3 was never hosted in America. FIFA Online 4 was never hosted in America. Final Fantasy XIV is now serviced by Square Enix. Freestyle 2 is now serviced by Joy City Games. GITSSACSFAO is no longer serviced anywhere. Kartrider Drift is, for now at least, open. Cardspell is now serviced by KOG Games. Legends of Darkness is now serviced by Crew Interactive. Lost Saga was never serviced in America. Luminary, Rise of the Gun was never serviced in America. Mabinogi is still being serviced. Mabinogi 2 Arena was never serviced. Maple Story is still being serviced. Maple Story 2 is closed in America. Moonlight Blade was never serviced in America. Nexus, the Kingdom of the Winds, is now serviced by Crew Interactive. Project HP is not yet planned for America. Sudden Attack is no longer serviced in America. Shaya Online was never serviced in America. Shaya Online was never serviced online. Sudden Attack 2 is no longer hosted anywhere. Tails Runner is no longer hosted in America. Tails Weaver was never serviced in America. Tree of Savior is now serviced on IMC Games. Vindictus is still serviced. Warrock was never serviced in America. So that's 5 out of 45 games. And I didn't even talk about their browser, or Facebook, or mobile games. That would have been just overkill. So why would I do this? Why did I even make this review? I don't know. There isn't much to say. I love this game. So much so that I did a review twice. But I'm not recommending this game. I like bad games quite often. And this wasn't a good game. The excuse wasn't even based on the time, as it was released in July 2017, after 6 years of development and a year-long open beta, only for it to be closed the same year in December of 2017. Nexon is a terrible company, and for most of their games, I can't even recommend you try them. Except for Vindictus. Play Vindictus, please. Good night to this game. And fuck it. I allowed my politically fueled love for Ghost in the Shell's manga, anime, and movies to blind me with nostalgia, but no game, especially a combat-based PvP, first-person shooter, could ever really hope to encompass the depth of this series and what it is supposed to be and what it is supposed to bring. So, again, good night, and fuck you, Nexon.